Alright guys, what's up? It's LGK Graphics. For my first video, I kind of wanted to give you a very brief rundown of my Anthony Volpe graphic that I made about a month ago. Pretty happy with how it turned out. I know there's still stuff that, even like right now, I see that I wish I kind of worked better on, like with the shadow here and stuff, like the highlight. That just doesn't make sense why it's there. Yeah, I wanted to give you a quick little rundown. I know these are, like, personally, I think these are really helpful. Like, I find them pretty helpful. And I usually learn something from them. Yeah, also, just a quick disclaimer. I self-taught myself, so, some of my methods might not be, like, the most efficient. So yeah, you can let me know if there's an easier way to do things or if I'm doing something wrong. Yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, very brief because there's a lot of layers. I don't know if there should be that many, but I just kind of got carried away on this one. Yeah, so the very first thing I did was just find a sky because I knew I wanted to have him like kind of in like an earthy environment. So I looked up a picture of a sky, a high quality sky with some clouds in it. This one came up, and yeah, I liked how the clouds looked, and the kind of like sunset area with the light. So to get it to blue, I just added a black and white adjustment layer. Then I did levels. I honestly don't even like that right now. I like it darker, but then I made the color balance to get it to blue. I think I also added noise just to give the sky more texture as well. Okay, so the next thing I did was find an actual image of Anthony Volpe. This is with everything on it. I have to take everything off. But yeah, just go on Google. They usually have some pretty good pictures. You have to go to advanced settings and then look up images larger than like 6MP or 8 to get those higher quality images. They're just like bigger images, you know. So yeah, this is like the raw well, like I did camera raw, but this is like the raw image I was working with. Yeah, literally just look up Anthony Volpe and this will probably come up. I really liked it a lot. Just like you get the number, you get his face in there. It's pretty good. So the first thing with this I did was cut out. When you cut out your person, like I personally do the remove background. I think it's the easiest way and like the most accurate. I used to do select subject, but that wasn't as good, and either way you're gonna have to like fine tune it because it's definitely not gonna be perfect. But you can do pen tool and just add a mask, but yeah, sometimes I also just use the eraser if I'm being lazy. So yeah, just do it to however you feel satisfied with it looking, and yeah, that's how you get the cutout at least. And of course you gotta do some things with camera raw filter just to get like the image to pop more. Like right now, yeah, this always takes so much to load. But yeah, working camera raw, unsharpen mask to add more like sharpness, and then you'll get something like that. Personally in camera raw I do texture, clarity. This is what I've been doing recently, but I bring up the shadows in black and then I bring down the highlights in whites. I just think it looks good. And then also color mixer. I don't like having orange or yellow in the skin. Like right now it's pretty yellow, like right here. I just don't think it looks great, so I bring that down, and then you usually get more of like an orange tone. So that's what I got there. And then I'm just gonna show you all of them right now, but as you work, just I added adjustment layers to blend him in with the background. I think overall, just focus on like shadows and highlights, and just where the shadows are supposed to be, and then where the highlights are, and then you'll get something like that. It looks better all together, but that's kind of what I did to make him like fit in the picture. So the next thing I did was put him on some rocks or a cliff with the background. Oh yeah, I forgot. Hold on. Here's a shadow. So for the shadows, there's definitely an easier way, but I copy his layer. I make it black, and then I like rotate it so you can see here, and then I do Gaussian blur, and then work with that opacity so it blends in. So that's pretty much what I do for the shadow, and then I kind of like brush in some areas here to make it look better. I'll go into like a more like in-depth tutorial on another one. It's just like, I don't know, I just don't want to do it on this one. There's just so many layers. But yeah, I have this Josh Allen one I'm really excited about. So there's not the feet shadows though, but I'll find one where I can show you feet shadows. Because I remember I struggled a lot with that when I was first starting out. So yeah, anyways, with the background, with the rocks, I literally just looked up rock. I think it was just straight up a rock. And then I gotta take all this off, sorry. I got a rock platform, and I kind of smushed it down so it was more flat. It used to be like pretty tall, so that's what I got. And I just added a bunch. Oh wait, I added this like little area too, just to add more like shape, because it looked a little bland without that. I think it just added to it nicely. But yeah, just put some. I'm like spraying this. Just put some layers on there to blend it in again. I'm just gonna say blending in a lot, but that's pretty much all you have to do when you do this kind of stuff. Just make sure everything looks blended in. So yeah, just make sure you get the shadows in places where it should be, and the light source is gonna be right here. So you're gonna have to add some highlights here. Yeah, it'll look better when everything's there. The next thing I did, I knew I wanted to kind of have him like overlooking the city, so I kind of just looked up city from bird's eye, or from far away view, I think, and then an image came up, and I really liked it. So that's what you see there. It was originally orange, but I wanted it to be more of like a summer vibe instead of a fall vibe, so I changed the hue, messed with the color level or curves, and yeah, and then you get that. Okay, we're coming to the end soon. Okay, so I added bushes in here too. So originally I wasn't gonna do this, but I just think this looks so good. It looks better with the light, but it looked kind of like just too open, and I feel like this just gives you more depth. And like you can see with like the focal point is on him, you see the blur of the bushes, so it's pretty cool. For the bushes, I literally just looked up a picture of a bush PNG, because I wasn't trying to like individually cut out each stem or leaf. But yeah, then you go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, and then that's what you get. You work a lot with highlights too and exposure to get like the shadows. What's this? Okay, so this is the lighting. Oh yeah, you can see how it hits the bushes nicely. I like that. But this kind of carried the whole picture because it just makes everything look brighter. But yeah, I did gradient layer for the sun. You really just gotta mess around with it to make it look how you like. I decided to go with like a bright white kind of light, so I think it turned out pretty good too. Master effects. Okay, so this is just like me, like again, just messing around with lighting. Where'd it go? What did I do? I don't even remember. Okay, so hue for the lighting, I guess. It kind of made it darker. Curves, selective color. And then, whatever this is. Just to make it more brighter, I guess. Just adding some random stuff at this point. I just look up for cool effects. And then, yeah, the final touch, I make a copy of the whole thing, and then I put it back into Camera Raw. Again, just messing with clarity, sharpness, and stuff like that. Then I added this part, like some flare. I think that adds a lot too. It's pretty good. And to make it look like a little darker, I added a levels and then selective color again, I guess, for the whole thing. And then there you go. That's pretty much it for the Volpe edit. It doesn't seem like there's so much that goes into it, but for me, I'm always just like trying something, it doesn't work out, and then I have to restart, and then it's just making sure everything looks good. Yeah, just a lot of just adjusting, exposure, shadows, mixing, blending, whatever. Which kind of goes into like sports manipulations. So yeah, hopefully you guys learned something, or like you got some inspiration. Let me know like if you have any suggestions for me, or if you want to see something else, like a more in-depth tutorial, especially on this Josh Allen one. I'd definitely like to show you guys how I did that. I'm hopefully going to be posting it tomorrow. I just still need to know or figure out what I'm going to do with this blank space, because I feel like it's too bare. Yeah, I'm really happy with this. Anyways, yeah, let me know. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that stuff. Check out my Instagram. I'll put it in the description. And if you like a post that I have on there and you want me to give you a more in-depth tutorial, just let me know. And yeah, so you can always reach out and I'll probably get to you. So yeah, thanks for watching.